Hello, Mr. Dam. Probably you're not understanding what I'm talking about, but on say this canoe here, which is the OC1, all these are different canoes, so we just need to make a booking for this one. At the moment, I've put this in for the all-day booking, which means that they have to go 5 a.m. book, 6 a.m. book, 7 a.m. book, etc., etc., all the way to the 5 p.m. and it'll keep adding it over here. What we're really looking to do is to add a button that just says full day. So it's just one button, click it, book it, and it books it over here for the full day. This is only in Photoshop, so it's just something I mocked up in Photoshop, but that's all we need. It's just something, you click it, you book it, and away you go. How you get that to appear here, I don't know. I've tried in custom time slots, but I can't get it to work. In the service, if you select the custom time slots, so if we go down here and say use the custom one and then save that, if we go back to this canoe, refresh the page, it just says that, and when I try and select that, see, nothing happens. So I'm not sure how this part works, but really all we're after is just one button that has all of the hours from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Bang, they click that, book now, and it just does it. But it could either be that one, the software can't do that, or secondly, I don't know how to make it do that. I've tried the custom time slots, I've put, different things in, but I just can't seem to work out how that would happen, how we would make that work. So I've put it back to the normal time slots, go back to the day, and of course all our time slots are showing up. So the user then has to just keep going through and keep booking all of those time slots until they've booked out the full day. It just would have been easier for them if there was one button here that said full day and it booked it from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. done. That would have been just the one click. But as I said, it may not be able to do it. What was happening before when we were using the two services, the daily service and the full day service and the hourly service, is that when the employee was say booked at 6 here, it was showing up as being booked at 6 on one of these other canoes, which of course it's not. It's only that canoe that's been booked at 6 o'clock. Really, this is not an employee as far as we're concerned. It's just time, and this canoe has these available times, this canoe has these and so on. So this is not to us an employee, it's just a time. So on this canoe, OC1 Osprey, if I was to book it at 5 a.m, well, that does it. Now if I was to log in as someone else and go to that canoe, it should show me like that there, which is what it does. It's just all we needed was one button, that's all it has to be, that says full day, and it would book from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now originally I thought that I could just set it up in the custom time slots, so I thought I could have an additional time slot and set it up in here, start date, finish date, from time, start time, not a day off, and then get it to add it to the service, but that doesn't work. So, and I don't know how to make it work. It may well do it, but I don't know how you make it work. I then thought that perhaps in the custom time slots I could add multiple time slots. So I could add 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 8, all the way to the end, and then the last one would be all day from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. But I can't see how that works. I don't understand how that part works. Is the time slot all time slots, custom time slots, or only some of the time slots? So if you go to here, originally when I set this up, it was asking me about the time slot. So if I went to custom, it would give me another thing to select the custom time slot. Well, let's see, it's not doing it now, but it was doing that before. Anyway, I can't use it because it doesn't work. Let's see if I went to another one, the Zulu, and if I was to try and get a custom time slot, I did it before and it did it, but I don't know how it did it. Yeah, what it was doing before, it was asking me about the custom time slot, but anyway, I'll have to take that back off, because hang on, what was that? Right, and the seats I put in as 1 because there's only one of them. I really don't understand what they're talking about. But all it is very, very simple. This is probably too complicated for what we need to do. It just needs that one little button, that one button that says full day from 5 till 5, done. So, but that's only a mock-up that I've done in Photoshop, just just to show you how it should look. I've looked at all the instructions. Their custom working time says that it only applies to the days off. See, days off. Using this feature, you can set the working hours and days off in different time ranges, so your customers will not be able to book any services during the time off. I don't understand what that really is referring to. But anyway, that's all we needed, was just something that we could add the extra button there, and it selected the whole range of time rather than going through each individual time to book the day out. So if I go back to here, I'd have to go through and book it, and then book it. You see, it's very time consuming for the user to book every single time slot like that, but it's really the only way that I can work out how you do it. If we add a full day service, right, so if we duplicate OC1 Wahoo hourly, and then like I did before, and then the full day, it doesn't work because we have to change the employee setting in the configuration. So in the configuration, we have to change this setting. The employee, we have to change employee can work in multiple services at the same time to make that feature work. But then because you set it to no, then if you book her out, if the time's booked out in here, it also books it out in all the other ones, which again is incorrect because we only want to book this one canoe, not all these other ones. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I don't know how it works. In my reply to you, I was basically just saying that perhaps in the future they may be able to do it, but I'm not sure how you do it now, and I don't think it can do it. So that was all. Okay, thanks very much. Sorry to trouble you. Bye.